What's the weirdest experience you've had that you can't find a logical explanation for? Serious. When I was younger, in elementary school, I used to have the same dream every weekend starting on Saturday when I would go to sleep, and then waking up in the middle of the night on Sunday and throwing up. The dream was always a bunch of numbers. Not even anything happening, just a bunch of random jumbled up numbers all over the place. I never understood why that happened, where the same dream would happen on the same night every week, and I would throw up every single time. I always think about it and wonder what it was, or if it was just some weird coincidence. Also, I would not have any signs of being sick before or after. Maybe someone else has experienced this? My dad owned a small garden shop, so I'd stay behind the checkout after school till the shop closed. This was until I see a tall man wearing all black, like a trench coat, walking past my dad and smiling at me before going into a staff-only area. I jump up to stop him, even though I was 7. This back area filled with new shipments. I turn the corner, but nobody is there. There was nowhere he could've gone. I ask my dad to check the CCTV after closing, but it's only shown me jumping up and running out of frame. Weird stuff. Never felt comfortable there again. I have a vivid memory of being at the Statue of Liberty as a child on my dad's shoulders, seeing the skyline of NYC. I remember what we ate for lunch that day, etc. I remember the ferry we took. I've always thought about this memory and talked about it, but my family denies I ever went to NYC. I didn't go for the first time until I was 23, but strangely enough, when I went, I remembered everything just how it had been when I was there with my dad. This one is strange to me because it was so long ago and I'm convinced I have to be remembering things wrong. I was a young kid at the grocery store, and I saw this toy helicopter like Hot Wheels sized that I really wanted for some reason. I, of course, didn't buy it, but the memory of it stuck in my head. A few nights later, I had a dream where I was playing with the helicopter, but I realized it was a dream, and stupid young me thought that if I put it under my pillow, it would still be there when I woke up. After that, I woke up and eagerly checked under the pillow to get it. For some reason, it was right where I left it in the dream. As a kid, I wasn't surprised to find it there, as it all made perfect sense to me then. But years later, I have no clue how the toy helicopter actually got underneath the pillow. My grandpa died, and after about a year or two, my baby brother went looking for him in my grandpa's room. My parents thought I was with him, as he was laughing and babbling, and seemed entertained, which, knowing him, would be if someone else was there. But I was in my room, and my parents were downstairs. 30 minutes goes by, parents start looking for him, and find him just there. He's not playing with anything in the room, just lying there. Now, he still goes into that room, looking for him. I wonder if he had seen his ghost, or something like that. Had a dream where someone interrupted my dream to tell me I only had 6 months left, 6 months after I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. It was the harmless type, and this was 15 years ago, but it still freaks me out to this day. So when I was a kid, I slept with my bedroom door open because my cat likes to cuddle me. Our hallway was just a round hallway, and I could see the bathroom door and my parents' bedroom door. Though it was dark, it was in view. I also slept with my lights only dimmed. One night, I can't sleep for some reason. I for some reason call out for my mom, and I see her standing near my doorway, kind of turned away from me with her hand on her face and her hair draping. I know it's her because she slept in a big purple t-shirt that night, but just completely still. Static. Mind you, I'm wide freaking awake. I might have been watching TV before this 3 a.m. Disney Channel, probably. When I call out to her, she doesn't move at all. Blink. She's gone. I start freaking out and calling out to her for real. And that's when I hear their door open and close, and my mom rushes to my aid. I think she either slept with me all night or I stayed up all night watching TV to pacify myself. I started sleeping with my door closed out of that, and I don't look too carefully in darkness. My dad and I were at Kmart a long time ago. We were having a weird heat wave in December. It happens where I am. We're just looking around the store. It's crowded, loud, kids screaming, people arguing. We go down this one empty aisle. Only thing, there was a mini Ouija board keychain. I pick it up and suddenly everything goes silent. The heat goes away, and I swear everything went in slow motion. I drop the keychain back on the empty shelf. I look at my dad again, everything seeming like it's going in slow motion. We head for the end of the aisle. The second we leave the aisle, boom, heat is back, sound is back, not feeling like slow motion anymore. We just look at each other like that was weird, and I'm not a superstitious person. Neither is my dad, but we still remember it. A car going 50 to 60 kpm hit both of my knees in 2008. It was 100 my fault. I wasn't paying attention when I crossed the road, and not only I didn't have any broken bone whatsoever, I didn't even fall. I did flinch quite a lot, though. My knees and leg hurt for about 2 days, but I really can't explain how a car going relatively fast hit me only got me to have barely more than a couple bruises. I used to fence the sport, not stolen goods. I was at a tournament and had just started a bout against a competitor. You win the bout by being the first to 5 points. I score what I believe to be first point, but the official indicates the match is over and I've won. I stood there confused for a second, but my opponent seems to agree and salutes and approaches for a handshake, so I go along with it. I check the scorecard and it says I've won 5-2, totally lost probably 4 or 5 minutes of time. Hasn't happened since to the best of my knowledge, but it's been 20 years and I still wonder what happened. I'm sure I saw a collection of flying silver discs darting across the sky from my bathroom window one morning. Never seen anything like it before after, and they were moving so quickly it didn't seem man-made. I can't believe what I saw was real and wish I knew if it was a trick of the light or something else. I dreamt I overheard 3 persons talking about the death of someone I had heard the name of, but I had never met. 3 days later I found out that person had died in the days between of a sudden illness heart attack. I once found a printed picture of Moto Moto in my PE locker. This was back when Moto Moto likes you was a big meme. I thought a friend had put it there, but she had no idea about it when asked. It's the greatest mystery I've ever had. I swear I saw a ghost cat in my apartment once, but maybe I just need to cut back on the late night snacks. A woman talked to me once. I cook chicken occasionally, but I can't find a reason why it doesn't taste the same every day. You ever stand up and have everything go white for 15 seconds? Yeah, I don't know why that happens and never thought to Google it.